How Netflix is dealing with password sharing. In recent years, password sharing has become a major issue for streaming services like Netflix. Even though people are sharing accounts without permission, Netflix has chosen to take a unique approach to this issue, rather than trying to shut it down completely. In this video, we will explore how Netflix is dealing with password sharing and what that means for its users. The problem with password sharing. Password sharing has become a growing issue in the streaming video industry. Netflix, one of the leading providers of streaming video services, estimates that 10% of its accounts are shared with people who are not the primary subscriber. While it is true that password sharing is often done out of necessity by families or couples, there are also many instances where a user will share their login credentials with strangers. This undermines the business model of streaming services like Netflix, as the company does not get paid for unauthorized views. In addition, sharing passwords can put sensitive user information at risk, as it makes it more difficult for users to protect their accounts from hackers. As a result, many streaming companies have been looking for ways to address the problem of password sharing. In addition to not being paid for unauthorized views, password sharing also causes revenue losses to streaming services. Companies like Netflix and Hulu charge based on the number of accounts that a user has. If a single account is shared with multiple users, it effectively reduces the amount of revenue that the company receives. As such, streaming services have started to develop solutions to reduce the prevalence of password sharing, as it negatively impacts their bottom line. How Netflix is tackling the issue. Netflix is actively working to combat password sharing, as it reduces its profits. The streaming giant has recently introduced several methods that are designed to crack down on password sharing. One of the main ways that Netflix is tackling the issue is by introducing more sophisticated authentication systems for account holders. This system requires users to log in with a unique email address and password combination, making it harder for multiple people to use one account. Additionally, Netflix has also implemented an account recovery feature, which allows users to request access to an account if they have forgotten their login credentials. This feature also helps to reduce the risk of password sharing. In some cases, Netflix has also implemented multi-factor authentication systems, which require users to provide additional proof of identity before they can log into their accounts. This adds an extra layer of security and helps prevent unauthorized access. Finally, Netflix has also released a feature that allows users to set up separate profiles for each user. This ensures that each person has their own customized experience and encourages users to keep their accounts instead of relying on shared passwords. The potential impact of Netflix's solution. Netflix's approach to password sharing could have a big impact on the streaming industry. The company's new tool allows users to share their subscription with up to 5 other people, while also imposing restrictions on how much each user can watch per month. This could reduce the amount of password sharing that occurs, since it incentivizes users to find and pay for their own individual plans. This could help Netflix monetize its user base more effectively by encouraging them to sign up for its plan instead of relying on someone else's. Additionally, Netflix's solution may prompt other streaming companies to create similar solutions for password sharing. This could reduce overall password sharing in the streaming industry, helping companies better monetize their user base and protect their content from being shared without permission. Finally, Netflix's solution may help curb piracy in the streaming industry. Limiting how much content can be shared through a single account reduces the incentive for people to pirate shows or movies instead of paying for their subscriptions. This could reduce the amount of pirated content available online and help ensure that streaming companies are properly compensated for their work. What this means for the future of password sharing. Netflix's move to tackle the issue of password sharing is sure to have a huge impact on the streaming industry. Netflix is the biggest streaming platform, and its move will undoubtedly be closely followed by other services. On the one hand, it could potentially mean that more users will be inclined to pay for their accounts, which could mean more revenue for streaming platforms. On the other hand, it could also push people away from the platforms altogether or lead them to seek out free streaming services. At the end of the day, It is up to each individual streaming service to decide how they want to approach password sharing. Some may decide to embrace it and offer features that allow users to easily share their passwords with others. Others may take a stricter stance and clamp down on password sharing altogether. Streaming services need to find a balance between protecting their bottom line and offering users the flexibility they are accustomed to. As more and more people turn to streaming services, they need to think about how they are going to handle password sharing in the future. Password sharing is a major issue for streaming services like Netflix. It affects the revenue of the platform, as well as its customer base. To tackle this issue, Netflix has implemented a series of measures, including the ability to limit simultaneous streams and detect unusual usage patterns. While these measures may help to reduce password sharing in the short term, it remains to be seen what long-term effects they will have. Streaming services will likely continue to face problems with password sharing, and they will need to find new and innovative ways to deal with this issue. Nevertheless, Netflix has taken a step in the right direction by introducing measures that could help to reduce unauthorized access. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.